Hi, I'm Tim. This is The World of Tim, and it's November 24th, 2010.
Maybe someday I'll write a jingle for my show, but right now I don't have one.
I don't have anything to do first because this topic is too important. I'm Canadian, so I don't have to deal with this right now, and I hope I never have to. But my American friends have to deal with this right now. This TSA fiasco has gone too far. This is not okay. They now have a more rigorous screening protocol to ensure that there are no terrorist attacks on airplanes and airports. The first is basically an X-ray that sees through your clothes. Now an X-ray, if you'll remember, is that machine that when you go to the doctor, you have to wear lead pants and your doctor hides behind a wall. Yeah, they have those machines at the airport now, and you get to just walk through it. No lead pants. It's a strip search without you having to strip. You get to walk through, people get to look at you naked, then you go on your merry way. I'm not okay with that. And it's not because I have an odd-shaped penis. It's only 2 inches long, but like 4.5 inches wide. It's like a hockey puck. But I'm not circumcised, so more like a Werther's original. I would not want to go through this machine. But that's okay because they offer you another option. You can get a pat-down after going through the metal detector and, in some airports, the chemical detector. This isn't the pat-down that they used to do. This is a new pat-down. They fondle your genitals, buttocks, and breasts to ensure you are not hiding any weapons or bombs. Let me repeat that. They have to fondle your breasts, they have to fondle your genitals, and they have to fondle your buttocks. The first story that really upset me about this is the video on YouTube. The boy was about 6 years old, and he set off the metal detector. So he got brought to the secondary screening area where they do this new pat-down, which is nothing short of molestation. The boy was nervous and shy and refused to do it a couple of times. And the TSA agent started getting frustrated and angry. So the father pulled off his shirt and said, "Look, he doesn't have a bomb, he doesn't have knives or guns, can we please go to the plane now?" A mother whose son, who was a toddler, was taken away from her. They were going through the metal detector and she had forgotten to take off the little clip that holds the pacifiers on so that when they fall out of the mouth they don't fall off the baby. Well, the metal detector went off. And the woman said, "Oh, I think it's the little clip here. Can we just take it off and try again?" And the TSA screener person said, "No, you cannot. You have to go to the secondary screening place to make sure you're not a terrorist." So they sat her down in a room and made her wait. They needed to search her and her baby to make sure that they knew who had set off the metal detector. And she said fine. And they said, "Well, we can't do that unless we pick the baby up." So she said, "Okay, fine." Then they picked up the baby and then took it to another room for 10 minutes. This woman was separated from her child for 10 minutes. Is that okay? Are you cool with that? Another woman had to deal with an even more embarrassing situation where she refused to go through the screener because she was a cancer survivor. If she was on Oprah, the news, in the newspaper, or in any other forum, she would be a hero. But in this line, she was a terrorist. She went to the secondary screening area, and after the pat-down, they realized that one of her breasts didn't feel right. She had to strip and then remove her prosthetic breast because these people didn't believe that she was a cancer survivor and that this was a fake breast. If that was your mother, would you be okay? A man had to go through a similar ordeal recently, where he went through and he had one of those colostomy bag things, but for urine. I don't know what it's called. But basically, he can't pee normally, and the pee goes into this bag through a tube that's cut into his bladder. Now, he set off the metal detector and had to get the rigorous pat-down. He said, "Look, you need to stop doing that or you'll break the seal," basically making me pee myself. They didn't stop. And they broke the seal. And he peed himself. How is that okay? Let's say you go to the airport because you're going on vacation to Florida. While you're in line, you see the naked machine and you say, "I don't want anybody ogling my naughty bits." And then you're told that, no, the pat-down is a new pat-down. We have to grab your crotch and breasts and buttocks. And you say, well, that sounds strangely like molestation, and something that an after-school special once told me I shouldn't allow anybody to do. So you decide, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm going to go home, buy a train ticket, and go to Florida that way. Nuh-uh. The TSA won't let you. If you don't want to get fondled or have people look at you naked, that's suspicious terrorist behavior. You will be held at the airport and not allowed to leave until police come. And you can be fined $11,000. You might have to pay $11,000 for not letting somebody touch your pee-pee or vajayjay. It's not okay. Let's put it this way. Hi, welcome to AMC Theaters. Are you here to see Harry Potter at 7 p.m.? Excellent. Step right this way. I need you to strip down so I can take pictures of you. Also, I will have to fondle your buttocks and your vagina and your breasts. Say, is that your nubile 7-year-old daughter? She looks rather suspicious. Send her over here. Is that absurd and ridiculous and offensive? Yes, it is. I'm not sure who said this, but I think a relevant quote is this: "He who gives up freedom in exchange for safety has neither." For all of the stories that I've talked about today, The links are in the description below. Please, tell me your opinion, because I know some people agree and some people don't. And quite frankly, I'd like to hear what the other side actually has to say. Okay, bye-bye.